I would describe the culture of OB as being very communal, very laid back. Everybody kind of seems to be doing their own thing, but at the same sense very conscious of the other people around them.
The culture is really laid back. It's a beach town, so a lot of hippie town, relaxed people, younger people, active people, I think.
It's a tight-knit community, very open-minded, very tolerant.
I would say that it's eclectic. It's a little bit stuck in an era of the 60s, and it's definitely dog-friendly and a surfing community.
Historically, I think they thought of themselves as sort of a bohemian artist community, but that's I think evolved over the years.
It's mostly career people that are post-college living in OB.
I think we have a big homeless community that hangs out within Ocean Beach. We have a lot of young kids, we have a lot of street kids, and then some old hippies who've lived here a long time.
I'd say it's pretty homogenous, so it's mostly white.
A mix of young and old, primarily old. I would say probably more men than women.
Environmental values. I think as a community we're really strong about that. I think our community stands together in most of our values.
Preserving OB, or whatever their perception of OB is. So, for some people that's keeping out places like Starbucks or CVS and things like that. For other people, I think what's most important to them is to continue to grow our community, which it's interesting because those two things can be in very stark contrast to each other depending on who you are.
Keeping the culture, keeping the surf community, and keeping it the way it was probably in the 60s.
Ocean Beach is dirty, and there's a lot of drugs and a lot of crime and what have you. So.
Hippie town, homeless people, I think kind of young beach bums. I think we get a little bit of a bad reputation.
I think they think it's a bit of an oddball community, and it has a reputation that has gone by the. It's long gone, but at one time, particularly the bar area was considered to be somewhat dangerous, and I used to refer to that area as the combat zone.
Homeless, drug addicts, but also a beach and surf community, and jobless. If you take the J out of job, that equals OB.
There's a homeless population, which I guess is probably the biggest thing. It can be a party community and very noisy, and people not really taking note of their neighbors, that sort of thing.
I think people could be a little more respectful of our community in general. When they're out, on that Newport, it can get a little hectic. So maybe aggression.
The waste management in Ocean Beach, if you haven't noticed, down Santa Monica, there's no trash cans at all, yet it's a business district.
I think drugs and the homeless population.
But what it needs is obviously, I think, some attention to that, to the homeless population in general.
Ocean Beach needs more of a place that our community can gather, like activities and stuff that we can do in that way, because we have the beach here and we have a lot of bars, but having more things that we could do as a community in that way would be really awesome.
There's a lot of good things you could do with this town. There's a lot of ways to make it better, and it seems like the people in control of where OB goes or what they allow to do are so interested in keeping OB that they fail to realize that there are ways to make it better.
A sense of direction for the whole community towards improvement. It's time to step it up and get OB back to a respectable community where it is a 60s awesome surf culture, but you also shouldn't be afraid to go there and not see someone shooting up.